YouTube. Today I'm going to make another video. I have a confession to make. I am now vegan. So this is my vegan coming out, and I'm going to talk about why I'm vegan, why people should go vegan, and how it has helped and hindered my eating disorder, and whether I still agree with what I said about going vegan in recovery a few videos back. If you want to watch that video, I'll put the link in the description. Anyway, so I've wanted to go vegan for quite a few years now, nearly 3 years since when I found Freely back when I was really deep in anorexia. And long story short, my parents wouldn't let me, so I kind of desensitized myself again to all the cruelty of the meat, dairy and egg industry for 2 years to kind of deal with the fact that I couldn't be vegan. And then I started watching more vegan YouTubers in December, and it's kind of like progressed from there really, and I've been vegan now for nearly a month and a half, since May the 12th, and I was vegetarian for like 2 or 3 months before that, before I finally made like that step. I mean, my plan was to always go vegan when I went to university anyway. I just, decided to do it a bit earlier, and so I first gave myself like a 1-month trial to make sure it didn't trigger my eating disorder, and to make sure we had enough food in the house, because like my parents really don't support it. I've been called brainwashed by my parents, and my dad now has this theory that water isn't vegan. I mean, I thought the plants were bad, but water, because apparently animals die, right? And when the water filters through the earth, it has animal product in. Can't drink water as a vegan. What a sad life, Us vegans are gonna die. Okay. No, seriously, water is vegan. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent, haven't I? Anyway, so I've decided to go vegan because of mainly the cruelty in the meat, dairy and egg and even honey industries. I wouldn't specifically say the honey industry is cruel. I just don't think it's right that we should be eating the bees' food when they get fed with something that is inadequate for their nutritional needs. But the meat, dairy and egg industry are just horrific. If you go and watch like Earthlings or any other slaughterhouse video, farm to fridge, honestly, if they don't at least put you off meat, dairy and eggs, then I don't think you have a heart. If they don't at least make you think about what you're doing, then do you really have a heart? Not to be horrible or anything, but those videos are so horrific. You wouldn't necessarily believe it as someone who's been raised, as all of us are, to eat meat, dairy and eggs, to be taught that all of that is natural, normal and necessary. Another reason I decided to go vegan is because of the environmental effects animal agriculture can have. We're going to have fishless oceans by 2050 if we keep on overfishing at the rate we are, which is terrible. I knew we were overfishing before, because I was really into making sure my parents bought sustainable tuna, which by the way is a lie, I have now found out. But I didn't think it was so bad that we would see fishless oceans in my lifetime. I mean, even probably in my parents' lifetime. It's just, that is the extent of the problem we are having in the world right now because of animal agriculture. It takes 660 gallons of water to produce a hamburger. What? Why are we still eating this? Why does no one know about this? I mean, it just seems absurd to me now. I find out all of this information that everyone still eats meat, dairy and eggs because they think it's normal, natural and necessary, because we've all been brainwashed to believe that, and that is the entire truth. And I don't hate non-vegans. I just think non-vegans need to become educated so they can make a balanced decision and the right decision, you know. And that's okay. Maybe some people don't care about the environment, and maybe some people don't even care about the animals, and maybe some people don't care if they get breast cancer when they're like 40. But at least they know the information and they're making an educated decision over what to put in their body. I think the state of the world right now, the fact that it's hard for most people to make educated decisions because the information isn't publicised by the government or anything, it's only publicised by activists. And not everyone has access to that. Not everyone comes across that. Not everyone wants to listen to that because they're so brainwashed. I don't think that's right. I think we should all be able to make an informed choice over what we put in our body and over what we wear and what makeup products we use. And I still use my non-vegan climbing shoes, but I think it's okay as long as I'm not buying a new pair of non-vegan climbing shoes. Like, obviously, when they break, which is probably going to be fairly soon because the rubber starts to come off on the toe, and which is really sad because they're fairly new, but at the same time, it's a dead animal, so I probably shouldn't be sad about being able to get a new pair soon. Obviously, I'll get a new vegan pair. And hopefully there'll be vegan climbing shoes around that fit my awkward feet. If anyone has any suggestions of good vegan climbing shoes for people with fairly narrow feet, then tell me in the description because I need that information, really. And yeah, okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the effect it's had on my eating disorder. Personally, I think it's both helped and hindered my eating disorder and other mental illnesses. It's helped my eating disorder by allowing me to get over having certain portion sizes, like only having 75 grams of pasta or only having like one potato. Like, if I was to only eat one potato, I would be a stick right now. I mean, one potato is not enough. And 75 grams of pasta, like, I cannot believe I used to only have 75 grams of pasta as a meal. Like, that's what, like 275 calories? It's nothing. Oh my, like, I can't believe I used to be so scared of going over portion sizes like that. It's also helped me get over being scared of hummus. Yeah, I was scared of hummus a few months ago because it's high fat and fat is bad, you know. Fat's dangerous, guys. But I'm over my fear of hummus now, and we don't actually have hummus in the house that often, and I can eat hummus now whenever I want if it's in the house. I can just, have hummus in my sandwich with some carrot or have hummus with my potato. Just hummus is amazing, guys. It's nothing to be fearful of. I think it's hindered my recovery because of like my parents and how they've responded to me eating like 3 potatoes at a time or like all of this pasta and rice and oats. All the carbs basically. And like the huge amount of fruit and veg I eat. Like my dad especially really likes to comment on how much I eat, which is so ridiculous considering I am the only adult in the family with a healthy BMI. Whose lead should they be following? Mine. Like, don't comment on what I'm eating and how I'm eating too much. If you know yourself that you're overweight, you need to lose weight, you want to lose weight, your diet's not adequate enough. Don't bring your carb phobia over to me when you know I had anorexia. I mean, you shouldn't be commenting on what I'm eating anyway. I don't think we should just go around being like, oh, you're having 3 potatoes, or, that's a whole lot of salad, or just like making comments like that because you don't know what a person's mental state is like when you make that comment, and it can be very harmful to them. And yeah, this is a really long video. Really sorry. Anyway, in conclusion, I do still agree with what I said in my previous video, that going vegan in recovery possibly isn't the greatest idea, because purely because it's not always for the right reasons. When you're recovering from anorexia, it's normally to stay slim or to restrict your calories even further. But if it is for the right reasons, then obviously if you think you're going to be able to manage it and not get swept away in the whole raw till 4, fully raw, starch solution, or any of like 80-10-10 or any vegan diet plan, then I think you should go for it. And I think it can have really great like healing benefits. I know it's helped with my depression, like just eating a more balanced diet in general. Like I've been a lot more like relaxed and not been having mental breakdowns every day over exams this year, unlike last year. I mean, if you knew me last year, I was like the stressiest person over exams when I really didn't need to be. But and there we go. At least I've learnt my lesson this year. Yeah, so I think go for it as long as you know it's the right decision, and as long as you're in the mental place and have the support to be able to do it without getting swept away in any sort of restrictive eating pattern, because there are as many vegan things to eat as there are non-vegan. I mean, you can have vegan cheese, vegan milk, vegan cake, vegan biscuits, vegan panna cotta. There's vegan eggs now. I could name anything, and there is a vegan version of it. The vegan everything. Vegan cheesecake. You know, veganism doesn't have to be restrictive. It's what you make of it. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, which I will hopefully be making a lot more of now exams are over. So yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and follow me on all my other social medias. Links will be down in the description, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.